In this video, I will be reviewing the CRBN Sling backpack that I just bought as a potential upgrade for my other CRBN Pro Team backpack. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is absolutely brand new. I'm gonna transition everything I have in this bag over to this bag, maybe, depending on if it fits. We'll see how much fits, how many paddles, will it hold my water bottle and that other stuff. And then I'm gonna use it for a couple of weeks, and then I'll do the other half of this video. Actually, the nice thing to do would be to actually just show it to you first. 60-second walkthrough, really quick. Sling obviously attaches to both sides, right shoulder, left shoulder, etc. It does have a hook that is slightly hidden that you can hang on a fence or whatnot. One big pocket, which has a few, hidden smaller pockets in there, as well as these little flaps, which the big protein backpack does not have, by the way, where you could like separate the paddles. I don't know if you can see that. You could put them in different slots. So I assume you do not need these big fuzzy, whatever material that is. Neoprene, maybe? I'm assuming you don't need those. You can fit them in the slots right here. Thermal, meaning it's gonna try and keep your paddles cooler so they will not warp or whatnot. The outer materials, by the way, it just feels super premium. I just want to say that up front. This is not my review. I have not actually used it yet. But just looking at it, and I've used the other one for a year, these CRBN materials and the zippers and stuff are just super, super, super high quality. I tell you right now, I've seen these types of zippers on like really premium outdoor gear, watertight zippers in there. They look fantastic and they feel really, really high quality. Again, I've used the other CRBN for over a year, several times a week, and the materials are just top notch. So I expect this one to be better. Anyways, other than that, quote unquote water bottle holders, maybe. They don't actually call them that, which is probably smart because I'm guessing a water bottle ain't gonna fit in here. There's another one on the other side right here. You put like sunglasses or extra socks or anything like that. Two pockets on the front right here. A long one, which I assume, well, you put wallet, keys, maybe even a can of balls in there. I'm gonna try that in just a second. And then one smaller pocket here on top, which is where I personally would probably just toss my phone in there when I'm playing and that sort of stuff. So two on the front, two on the sides, maybe water bottle holders, maybe not. And then one big pocket with, I didn't actually count how many pockets are in here, just two. One zippered pocket, which, nope, it just goes down, and then a mesh pocket in there. So this one, and then a separate mesh pocket just underneath that. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay. All right, let's talk about this. I took 96% of the stuff that was in this big bag. There are still like a few overgrips and like a little card or something. Don't worry about that. It's teeny tiny stuff that would absolutely fit. So it's okay. At the moment, I have 3 paddles without the neoprene covers in there. And I have a small Yeti water bottle down in here. And I have a 3-pack of Franklin X40 balls. And that's it. Oh, no, and these guys on the very front of this pocket, which won't zip. I tried it, it didn't work. It's 3 towels, just little sweat towels. However, I think I could fit all of this just in the one big pocket. I gotta say, I could do this. Let's make sure it'll zip up, just like this. And it's basically filled to the brim. I don't have anything in these side pockets yet. I did try my Yeti water bottle in here and it just absolutely will not fit. And it's not even remotely close. Let me take the towels out. Let me take the balls out. So now I just have 3 paddles on this inside. And that's what that looks like. It's doable. It's not terrible. I know you can't actually see very well from this angle, but it closes and it would zip up really easily in this scenario. I usually use a bigger one, but it wouldn't fit in my CRBN backpack, much less the Sling. I mean, this is like not even close. Like it won't even zip up a tiny, tiny bit. This is not a massive water bottle. If you had like literally like a Dasani water bottle, yeah, I think maybe you could get it in there. Again, it's really not that thick in there. The balls are never gonna fit. Never gonna fit. Okay, so 3-pack of balls. Barely zips this. Like it's not an easy fit. I think if I did 2 paddles, this would be a lot easier. Let's take one out. How about this? Take the smallest one out. How about that guy? Again, I don't have my sweat rags in there. So with 2 paddles and a 3-pack of balls in the front, no problem. You can fit wallet and keys, no problem. A couple of extra overgrips, no problem. I think I would just not carry my balls with me or just carry 1 or 2 in there and not the whole thing. And that actually might like free up space for my extra towels or the third paddle. Again, remember that's 2 paddles in there right now, but that works. Okay, I don't know if any of that was helpful or not. Hopefully so. So I'm actually gonna use this and then fast forward, hop in your time machine and you'll see me in a couple of weeks. All right, I have taken the little sling bag with me a few times now, and I have prepared a list of some findings and pros and cons. So here is how I've been using the bag. 2 paddles, 1 water bottle, and then some rags, some sweat towels, if you will. There's only 1 in here right now. I haven't been able to fit much in these outside pockets. I haven't even used them for like wallet and keys because I usually just drop them in here. It's a little bit more secluded, hidden, I guess, if you will, when I'm playing. So that's how much I've gotten in here, and I think this is the limit. This is the max. If you have 3 paddles, stuff just starts to bounce around in here. It knocks together with the water bottle and makes a little clanky noise, which is why I have my towel behind the water bottle, by the way. 3's just a little too much. If you have literally nothing else in there, you can actually fit 4 paddles fairly easily, by the way, but literally nothing else. No accessories, no shirts, definitely no shoes, no water bottles, that sort of stuff. 2 or fewer, thumbs up. It gets Pete's seal of approval here. A quick note, this is a wide body paddle, a little bit wider than the elongated or the hybrid approach or whatnot. It only fits in this back slot. There are 2 dividers for paddles and or laptops, supposedly. I haven't put a laptop in here, I wouldn't know. It doesn't fit in this one. This paddle is not wide body, it's just your standard elongated, I guess. It fits fine, absolutely fine, but the wide one doesn't fit. It kind of goes in like halfway and then it just kind of like sits there. You have to put that one in the back. So just an FYI, if you have 2 wide body paddles, it's a little bit tighter. It's a little tight squeeze here. These pockets are really just kind of useless. They don't really fit big water bottles, which is what I have. Or it's not even that big. This is a small Yeti water bottle in there. It just doesn't fit. I haven't been using this at all for anything just because it doesn't really fit a whole lot. You can fit 1 or 2 balls in there, but the more you do that, the more compact this space gets in here. So that's just the truth of it. One more very small con. It doesn't really sit up very well when you just like plop it somewhere. It's just gonna like, oh wait, it did for once. Usually it's like the one time I put it on video. Hang on, let's see if I can do it again. Yeah, it wobbled, but it stayed. Okay, that's good. Maybe it's because I took my other paddle out. This one, once you have some paddles in it, watch, it's gonna fall over if I just do this. Yeah, it's because it doesn't have much in there. Or it does, it just has all my stuff at the very front there. Oh, that one just fell over. This one, the big backpack, when I have my stuff in there, it stands up easier. It literally just like sits upright like that. This one, maybe it's because I took my paddle out, but it usually kind of like, yeah. 2 more pros really quick while I'm looking at this bag. Number 1, obviously the materials. It just feels nice. It feels really premium. It's a solid bag. This feels amazing, whatever material this is on the front. The canvas also feels high quality. The zippers are flawless. They're really, really good. The straps are well connected and everything just feels really premium. It's worth spending a little bit of extra money for a bag that you know is gonna be like really high quality. And this one's it, for sure. Random other pro here. This sling, I mean, this is kind of how it's designed to go, right? You just flop on your shoulder. You could also go over your head if you really wanted to. I never do that because I'm never walking more than like 50 feet from my truck to the court, but it stays on your shoulder. I have weird shaped shoulders in general. It stays. Like as I'm walking around, it doesn't want to slip and fall off. I have a cotton shirt right now, but when I wear like a dry fit shirt, it's a little bit more like slippery, if you will. The bigger bag constantly falls off my shoulder, even from like my truck to the courts. I'm constantly like doing this guy, you know what I mean? Like trying to pull it back on. And in the wintertime, when I wear jackets, I play inside because there's snow covering the ground. Well, it falls off the jackets really easily. I haven't tested the sling with the jacket, to be completely honest, but I can tell it just kind of like snaps into place. It's a weird way to put it. It doesn't snap at all, but it just kind of sits on the shoulder a little bit better. Not a ton better, but a little better. It's a weird pro, but I did notice that. So overall recommendation, if you have 2 or fewer paddles and you just want a small footprint, this is a great option. I'm actually gonna keep this, by the way. I wasn't sure if I was or not, but my kids and wife come to play every now and then, not all the time. And we have like, 8 paddles that are just like wobble around. So I'm actually going to keep this and just make it like 4 paddles in here, literally nothing else, just 4 paddles, because that's all it'll fit. And I'm gonna keep it. But this guy right here, the backpack, is still what I'm gonna use. It's just what it costs, like $20 or $30 more. I've already paid for them, obviously. But it fits a lot more. You get a lot of extra space for that 30 bucks or 40 bucks or whatever it is. And they're both great materials, right? So if you have more than 2 paddles, I think you need the bigger one. I don't think you can do this. If you literally have nothing else in there, yeah, you could have 3 paddles, 4 paddles. But if you have any sort of shirts, water bottle, accessories, anything I'm missing, I'm forgetting, my goodness, there's just not enough space. There's just not. I wouldn't, this is a 2 paddle backpack. It's not a 3 paddle backpack. In fact, you can see me pushing this one back in, and it's a little stiff. Like it's not easy to pull out. I can get it out. That's not a problem. I'm strong enough, believe me. No, it's just a little thick. You can tell these are squished together, and there's only 2 and literally 1 small Yeti water bottle. It's not even a big Yeti water bottle. And that's it. Not a whole lot of balls, maybe an extra shirt, a couple of extra towels in there in this space where my hand is at right here. You can tell there's space up at the top. I think it's a fantastic material bag. If you have 2 fewer paddles, it's an easy recommendation. If you literally have anything more than that, I think you need to spend the extra money and get the big backpack. There you go. I could have made that probably the entire video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, encourage me to make more. Also, I don't know if these are helpful or not because this stuff's already on YouTube. But thank you guys for watching. Pete at Nerdy Pickleball, and I'll see you next time. Adios.